Hi, it's Bumble. Welcome back to my channel. So, let me play around with the volume for a minute. We're playing another visual novel. This one is called Mind, Mind, Mind. I didn't read too much about it, but I think you're dating like one or two characters. Like, one of the characters is like this guy you meet at your college who's described as very sunshiny, and the other person is this guy that might not even be real but has like accompanied you your whole life. I don't know if it's like a voice in your head or something that like judges you and everything you do. That's kind of all I know. Like usually on a show I'll read through descriptions for things, but for ones like these where it's like visual novels and stuff, I try to just kind of read like the basic premise and make my decision from there, so I don't know like too much ahead of time. But anyway, I wanted to start on this page. Also, sorry if there's any loud noises in the background. There's like work being done on a neighbor's roof right now, and I got the window open, so apologies if that gets picked up by the mic. But I left this warning here because it has violence, sexual content, topics of mental health. This is stuff I'm fine with. Like, I think I knew about this at a time, but I just leave this up for you guys to read in case, like, if you're not cool with it, don't watch this one. I mean, I do have a history of negative self-talk, so we'll see how far I go with this. But I'm glad that it gives warnings at the starts and, like, before it even lets you into the game. I appreciate that. Okay, so Mind, Mind, Mind. Let's go. And I don't know if this one's complete or if this is a demo. I think this one's finished. Not 100% sure, but we'll see. I mean, it has a save load thing, so I'm assuming it'll be fine. And this one also has voice acting, which is why I was like playing around with the desktop audio. Last time I played a visual novel that had voice acting, I ended up having to turn it up like within the game itself, so it might be hard to hear. Okay, there's a man that follows me. Hold on, where's the... Oh, that's just the history. I thought there was like a menu. Oh, okay, I actually like it's on this little eyeball thing. Let me just check that real quick. Oh, got the button to delete all data. That's no good. Oh yeah, this should be fine. Let me just turn this up a bit. I think we'll be okay. I like to keep things, like the background music and stuff kind of whatever, so it isn't like blasting. Alright, so there's a man that follows me. Ooh, I like this background. I wonder if it's one of those where sometimes for visual novels they'll get like photos of things and then put a filter on it to make it look more artsy. This music's nice. Sorry, I have to like keep playing around with the settings until I have ones that I like. This background music sounds pretty good. It's kind of good to play around with this now instead of later. Just so I can get it right. There we go. Okay, sitting at the table, typing at my laptop. Sitting there. Wasn't sitting there before. Not surprised to see him. He vanishes from time to time. Huh, so it's kind of like a ghost watching you or something? I also noticed there's this like kind of cloud effect around. I think that's kind of interesting. Oh, there he is. Is this a 3D or 2D model, actually? Reminds me of like a VTuber model. Like, it looks like it's 2D, but the way he moves kind of is making me think 3D. I do like that there is at least some animation. He blinks a little, the cup's being moved. Just noticed this with the cup, the eyeballs watching us. So we're playing yet another game where there's a guy who's just there being distracting while you're trying to work. A university professor, that sounds... I like how it says the quiet confidence of a university professor, because I've never had any professors when I was in university that were really like quiet or anything.
This is a nice cafe, isn't it? It's your favorite. It's cozy and quiet, and the coffee is good. It's not too expensive either.
This voice sounds kind of relaxing. I like that. Like that he's just labeled as that man, as if this isn't the person we've known our entire life or anything. I just remember that from the description of the game, so I'm like trying to keep that in mind.
All of the employees are kind. They're generous, allowing students to work here for so long. Though, you've already been here for 30 minutes. It was fairly empty when you first arrived, but it's going to be crowded soon. People always drop by to kill time before their evening classes. Don't you think it's about time to leave?
Okay, I'm not gonna pause, but because the breeze outside, my door just opened on its own, so I just want to make sure it doesn't slam. 1 second. I'm a little sad I don't get to have my footstool now, but I don't want anything to slam. Anyway, I noticed as he was talking just now, saying like, you've already been here for 30 minutes, the background changed, it became blue. Wonder if that's like significant of anything. Maybe this is what it meant by the negative self-talk, because this feels like it's something I would say to myself of like, there aren't many people here, should I just go? Like I'd feel kind of awkward about it. Oh, but he's not like a... Okay, I wasn't sure if he was like a ghost or anything, or like a hallucination only we can see. So he's able to pick up and interact with things in the real world.
You had a drink. Are you? Really? When you're trying to save money, and you have sandwich fixings at home? The employees are too kind. They won't tell you to leave, even if you're being a bother. You're a paying customer after all. A paying customer that sat here for 30 minutes after getting a single coffee and insists on taking up an entire 2-person table for just 1 person.
I mean, I think the first thing is fine of being a paying customer. You're there for like 30 minutes isn't that bad, especially because it's welcome to students. I've seen people like when I'd go to libraries or cafes on campus or something that would be there for like 2 hours or something, and at least you bought something. I don't think a single coffee is bad. You know, you're probably sipping that as you work for 30 minutes. Like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I mean, having the 1 table for 2 people is kind of a bit sucky though, like assuming unless they're doing it the player character, so this guy can sit with us, but having it be 1 person at 2-person table is a little just but I mean, if there's not really any customers around anyway, I don't think it would matter.
Let's go home, okay?
Ooh, I like this background with the trees. This looks cool. Interesting. Why are we not... I don't know how well we're supposed to know this person and maybe refusing the hand-holding, but if he's trying to help with the bag...
I was so happy to spend this time with you. I'll see you again soon.
So it disappears when you go home. Interesting. Oh, I have to remember to save because I think there's like multiple endings for this game. Oh, sweet. There's auto-saving. I rarely see that happen for like short visual. I think this one's like 2 hours or something. I really like that. I love that it specifically has not just the picture, but also like the dialogue to help you remember where things are. This is really nice. I appreciate that. I also want to know what's up with this little dog plushie. This feels kind of cozy to play because it's like cloudy outside, a little cold. I'm recording this in fall. Oh. Okay, so has been there your whole life. I'm wondering, like, does this person age? Not the player character, but the guy. If he's been with you since childhood. That's a little weird. But it is interesting of, like, you know, he's always been there. Just kind of hanging around, but it's only at this one point when you get, like, nervous that he finally goes to talk to you. I wonder if he represents, like, anxiety or something, because if it's, like, this specific moment in your life where he finally decides to show up. Or it reminds me of, like, personifications of death or something that kind of just hang around until it's, like, time for them to do something. Oh, okay, younger. Good. I was worried it was like this just grown man that's been like following you around and like grooming you since childhood or something, but no. I guess they age the same. So someone that could have been a classmate. Interesting. Oh, so you just kind of exist to be an asshole. Oh, poor thing. Okay, I mean that makes sense, but that's interesting of like he's trying to sort of befriend you, but yeah, if someone only appeared just to make me feel bad, I wouldn't want to be around them either. That sounds sucky. Oh, so he just follows you everywhere. Damn. I mean, at least he's not actively ruining your life. I guess he is if he's supposed to be like almost like your negative self-talk, but at least he tries to be nice afterwards. But still, I'd be probably just as pissed as the main character if someone was just stalking me and making me feel bad all the time. Oh. Yeah, as long as you... I remember that from college where the professors would say, like, late work is not an option. As long as you have something turned in, it's better than getting a 0. Man, this feels so weird to be playing something like this. I finally find a game where we have a college protagonist. It's only after I graduate college. Because a lot of the visual novels I seem to find are either like you're a little high schooler or you're an adult. But I feel a lot of this main character's anxiety and stuff. Oof.
So many people. Better not go in. Let's go home. I'm sure that you can figure it out.
Is the room not open?
Oh, this is the other character I think you can, like, date. Or I'm assuming the only character you can date.
Oh, I got it. No key card, right? I got you.
Oh, they have key cards at this school. Interesting. I think mine was, like, just trying to implement having, like, ID cards and stuff, and it was, like, right when I was leaving.
After you. Oh, that person was here first.
Look at you, troubling him. You wouldn't even have come in if he didn't hold the door for you. Let's hope you can talk without tripping over your own tongue like a buffoon.
Damn. Okay, I can see why this game had the warnings now. I wonder if we're gonna have any choices to make. I know there's multiple options, so I'm assuming so.
If I'm being honest, I don't really know where to start.
I actually like for this game that instead of having like portraits on screen all the time, it just has these little flashes that keep making me think of Persona a little bit. I think it's fun, something different. It's kind of nice actually not having like a character portrait on screen at all times because I feel like I can actually focus on the background, and it actually does feel easier to read having this text box like all the way up here rather than on the bottom. I feel like a lot of the time I'm just kind of having my head down staring at that one space down here, but it's nice that it's like actually eye level. Kind of makes it feel more like I'm reading a book. The Bell Jar, that title sounds familiar.
You can't focus because there are too many people here. What if they're all looking at you, seeing how horribly slow you are? Why are you even in this class when you're so terrible at coding? Why don't we go home? You got what you came for. We can finish in peace and quiet at the dorms. You'd better not. Can you really explain yourself clearly? You're just going to make him more confused.
I mean, it sounds like we at least understood it.
Besides, he didn't ask for your help. Why do you want to stick your nose somewhere it doesn't belong? If anything, he'll think you're a creep who's spying on him.
Oh, okay, we finally get to make some choices. No, I'm gonna offer to help him. Looks like he's confused. I mean, I don't like bothering people either, but it looks like he's having trouble.
Ah, so that's what it was. You saved me. Whew, thank you. What's your name? I'm Calais. Nice to meet you. We're in the same lecture, right? I'm pretty sure I've seen you around. Yeah, she's a TA from one of my other classes. Super nice and so smart. She gave me a lot of advice about the courses and teachers in the bio department.
Nice. I keep forgetting that the player character lives on the college, the college dorm, because I didn't when I went to college because I lived just like half an hour away, so I would just go home after classes. So I keep thinking like it's 9:20, why aren't you home? But like if you live there in a dorm, that's probably nice to be able to just like study whenever, and then you just maybe walk back or something.
Hey, you still get some homework to do, right? Do you want to work on it together? Shoot! Comrades until 11. Gee, It's done.
I'm gonna take a guess they got it submitted at least like 10 minutes before it was due. Called it, yeah, 10:52. I knew people that would submit something like 1 minute before, and it always gave me anxiety. I'd have to do it like hours in advance if possible. Ugh. But I'm surprised that the due date's at 11. A lot of teachers, I remember, because you would turn in stuff online, would be at like 11:59 p.m., like right at midnight.
Thanks for doing it with me. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Wonder if he's kind of jealous that we're making other friends. I think they both have different routes because there's at least two endings for the game. I'm probably gonna end up doing both. We'll see. There is a fast forward button, which is nice.
It's this late? Oh, gotta go. Early morning tomorrow. See you in class.
Aw, feels kind of I was gonna say kind of sad, and it came out as class. I was gonna say it feels kind of sad, that line of sometimes good things do happen, even to people like me. Oof. I think something soothing would be nice. You're like walking around in the dark. Ooh, piano cover songs. That's what I have a lot of the time too. Kind of chill. I think if she waved first, it's probably polite to at least wave back. Maybe they can like walk to their dorms together or something. I wouldn't want to walk around in the middle of the night. It's kind of scary. Wait, shoot, what was it? I thought it was that she was waving at us, but I might have misunderstood. Oh, it's that someone's waving at me, okay. Oh, that is kind of embarrassing. I fell for that too, of like, you don't know. I mean, I guess it's an innocent mistake, but it's kind of embarrassing. It's like they're waving at someone else.
How humiliating. How could you have ever thought she was waving at you? You barely know her. You've talked to her a couple of times. That doesn't mean you're friends. That's right. Pretend that you don't see anyone. Pretend that you don't hear anyone. If you don't talk to them, they'll never hurt you.
Famous influencer acts like a jerk for the 50th time this week. Modern dating sucks and we'll all die alone. I'm curious about this. I could hold my newborn kitten in one hand. That sounds cute. But oh gosh, I feel this game kind of hits a bit. As I said, glad it has the warning. Besides having a character that seems to represent like negative self-talk, nice about overloading your brain with stimulation. I think that's the reason why I think ever since I graduated college, I've been staying up literally like every night, anytime between like 11 and 1 a.m., which isn't that bad. I have friends that are regularly up till like 2 or something. And I'll just be on my phone or listening to music, and I wake up so tired in the morning, and I'm like, why do I keep doing this to myself? But I think it's like this, of just like trying to not think about anything, but also not wanting to go to bed. Sounds comforting.
It's you! Mind if I sit here?
Grilled cheese, that sounds good. Potato, this is kind of making me hungry.
Didn't think I'd see you here. Did you manage to get any sleep last night?
We see what happened because you decided to sit here. Now this guy found you, and you'll have to eat the rest of your lunch trying to have awkward small talk with someone you barely know.
Man, comp sci is so much tougher than I thought it'd be. I took it because I thought it would be easier than taking an actual math class, but somehow it's even worse.
Oof. I mean, I've always been tough at math, so I can't relate, but I would probably make that mistake too.
How's it for you? Hard? Hey, do you mind if I add you on TryMessage? None of my friends are taking comp sci, so I don't have anyone to suffer with me. Please? What's your ID?
Oh no. Better not let Calais see that. He'll find out that you're a hopeless loner. After all, you didn't even bother making an account because you don't have a single friend to add on TryMessage.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Sure. No way! Is that Detective Dog?
Okay, now I want to know what Detective Dog is. That sounds like it would be an animated series. I always love that with like visual novels and games and stuff where there's like an in-universe like TV show or popular movie series or whatever. So it's usually kind of fun.
Wow, you didn't even make it 10 minutes before showing him what a weirdo you were.
I love Detective Dog!
What?
I used to watch that series so much when I was a kid. I stopped watching the movies for a while, but I was feeling nostalgic last year and I started to watch them again. They're actually so much better than I remembered, and I noticed so much about them that I didn't appreciate when I was younger.
Oh, I feel that because I've been like rewatching stuff too. Like a lot of the Cartoon Network show that used to be on HBO Max.
Like how dogs' addiction to dog treats is a metaphor for alcoholism, and how the tyranny that the cats have over the city is based on imperialism. What?
Wait, they basically had the main character for this children's series being like an alcoholic?
And when Dog stops wearing his collar, he's freeing himself from both his abusive relationship with his wife and the generational trauma that the cats have inflicted on his
I
family.
thought Detective Dog sounded like it was silly, and I'm like, damn, this is serious. The symbolism of the third Detective Dog. You know what? I get really into talking about movies too, as you know, so I'd definitely be this person that's just talking about the meanings of things and whatever. Oh, bro. There's a lot of people that are like that. They get like really into stuff like that, especially because it's a college student. I feel like in high school, people find a lot of things cringe and you get made fun of for stuff, but then I noticed, at least where I went to college, like, no one really gives a shit anymore.
Oops. I got a little excited. People don't really remember Detective Dog, you know? What's your favorite entry in the series?
my spiel about the symbolism of bananas in the film. Yeah, this is a conversation I'd definitely have with people too, or at least I'd want to. I like Khalil so far, he seems nice. Kind of reminds me of one of my friends actually that I met in college, and now I feel a little sad thinking about that. 3 p.m. Didn't you get here in like the middle of the night or like noon? Huh. You know, other than the whole existence of Geist, and if he didn't exist and this game was just like, oh, you befriend Khalil in your college and stuff, I'd still be cool with it. It sounds like it would be really nice. You know what, I'm gonna make this on a file too, just in case I have to go back, so I don't have to go back. I mean, there's 10 of these, that's pretty nice. Because I'm assuming eventually I'll have to restart the game if I want to do another route. I am curious about Geist. I will probably do some kind of friendship route or whatever, if that's a thing, because I'm curious about him, and he's like constantly mean to us, but then is also trying to be nice as well, and I'm like, is there more to you than we're expected to believe? But I like, because he's mean, of making him feel kind of just having to awkwardly be there. Like he's forced to follow us around, you know? Like if you're gonna bully me, I'm just gonna make you suffer by watching me make friends. Which I guess I feel bad doing this to the protagonist of doing a run of this where it's like we make friends and become socially more healthy as a person, and then the next run is gonna be we're not gonna make any friends.
What are you doing? He just asked for your info to be polite. He doesn't actually want to be your friend. He doesn't like you.
Bro,
why would he?
They literally had a 3-hour conversation about a children's show. Of course you're friends at this point.
This afternoon, he was just tolerating you. He was being nice, listening to you blabber ad nauseum about things he couldn't care less about. If you text him, he'll just shudder and think, this person again? So soon. How clingy are they? Save him some headache. Don't text him.
We're gonna text him. Oh gosh, I totally get this overthinking of like wanting to be friendly but not too much. But I have sent this exact or not this exact message, but I just want to say it was fun talking to you today with the smiley face. I usually do that like after I like hang out with somebody for the day or whatever.
Oh, could you be any more awkward? What is this? A thank you email after a job interview? The social ineptitude is dripping off your text.
Yay! That's cute.
Don't do something that you'll regret.
Every movie produced in the last 30 years. Huh. Sounds like it'd be fun. This sounds so nice. Like we finally made a good friend. Oh, that sounds fun. I used to do that a lot when I was on like Etsy and things. I wonder, since they're saying vintage DVDs, I'm like, how old is this supposed to be? Or if it's just like stuff from your childhood. I feel like the word vintage kind of varies, but it's sort of fun. Like, I've gone to malls where I've seen like the bargain DVD sections, and I'll go with my friends and they'll look around the store, and I'm just there for like 15 minutes just going through every single DVD trying to find something good. Oh, okay, Detective Dog origin story? Minor, direct to video. Those usually tend to be worse. Valuable piece, the Detective Dog canon, filling the era between the prequel series before oh, okay, this isn't even the origin story. In the Butler era, he was playing a servant to a wife of a noble cat family. So it's a small animation studio. Huh. I'm willing to pay almost any price. Oh, was Mad Gun maybe Naked Gun? Man, I haven't gone to the movies with a friend in so long. I really went to a movie theater in a while at all. A lot of my friends have ended up busy, and movie theaters are kind of expensive now, but it used to be really fun to like go with friends. I'm still totally going to drag my friends to go see Wicked Part 2 with me in theaters, though. I need that on a big screen or I refuse to see it at all.
You'd better not.
Oh?
Texting is easy. You have time to think about what you'll say, and there's no pressure to answer right away. Going to tutoring is fine too. After all, you're mostly working on homework. But going out with him will be different. You'll have to talk to him the entire time. Can you really do that?
That's funny because he's like, oh, you'll have to talk to him the whole time, but they're going to a movie. That's like the one activity where you don't actually have to talk at all, except for when you're going to the theater and when you're leaving, because you're not going to talk during the movie because that's rude. Or, I mean, you could do it quietly, but you know.
I warned you. Just wait. You'll see what happens.
Aww. I hope we don't have like a panic attack or anything at this point that like proves him right. I feel like he is probably saying this stuff out of being some kind of version of anxiety, but also, you know, probably being jealous that we're not hanging out with him.
Man, that was awesome. I was wondering if it was gonna be some cheap cash grab, considering it's been 20 years since the last installment. But it was really interesting. I liked how the original protagonist became the mentor to the next generation. Ugh, I'm starving. Wanna grab some grinds?
I actually don't know what some of these are, so I guess ramen. Ooh, that sounds good. I always like tuna. And it's spicy tuna too.
That looks pretty action. Anyway, that was so good, right? I especially like the scene where the sergeant finally puts down his uniform. Sorry, I did it again. I talk so much. My friends usually have to tell me to shut up.
Oh my gosh, no. I'm this person in my friend group where I'm the one that doesn't shut up, especially about movies. Oh, I feel his embarrassment on that. I mean, my friends are thankfully nice enough where they don't tell me to shut up, but that's like part of my internal thoughts.
Really? Oh, thanks. That's nice of you. No one has ever said that to me before. What do you think of the movie?
Uh-oh, the conversation stopped. What will you do now?
I probably will strangle you if you make the wrong choice.
I told you that this would happen. He's getting bored. He's realizing that you're not the interesting person that he thought you were. Soon he'll regret ever inviting you to hang out with him. Why don't you excuse yourself to the bathroom? Stay in there a while. And when you come out, you can pretend that you got food poisoning. At least that way he'll think that you're miserable company because you're ill, and not because you're just a miserable person.
Do you ever wonder what life would be like if you were the last person alive?
Damn. Okay, way to start a conversation. But I can't be mad at him about that because I'm usually the person who throws out these questions too.
No, like, seriously. Post-apocalyptic movies always focus on the survival aspect. But what if that's not the problem? Assume you've got a shelter and all the food, water, and electricity you want. But you're completely alone. You've got all this time on your hands. What would you do with it?
So I'd be able to survive, but I'd be by myself. That's a good question, actually. If I'm the last person alive, I don't know if I'd want to just be alive at that point. I feel like I would probably go crazy if I'd probably enjoy being alone, and if I had enough things like books or whatever to keep me interested, that would be fine. But I feel like I would just eventually snap from not having anybody else to talk to. It doesn't even have to be like a human person either. It could be like a robot or something. That would be fine.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes these thoughts pop up in your head, you know? And they just keep scratching at the inside of your skull until you let them out.
Okay, I don't think I'd travel anywhere. There wouldn't really be any people, so I feel like that takes half the fun out of traveling. That means you can't eat all the good food, stay alive. That sounds like it would be boring. Or I feel like I would need more to be able to pick this. Watch all the movies I can before I die is something I would actually do.
Guess I would travel around and look for people. Well, I think if I actually believed that, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Knowing that I'm all alone in this huge world. If I keep searching, then I can hope that I'll find someone someday. Even if it doesn't happen, the thought would keep me alive. You know?
I feel like for me it would be the opposite of not finding anyone, and I would just eventually lose hope. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, eventually it would probably suck. I think eventually anyone would snap, but it would be nice. They wouldn't have to deal with any of the annoying people. Except this last part of my mind can finally stop screaming at me, because when I'm alone, that gets kind of worse. So if anything, my mind would just constantly be screaming. Unless they mean in a sense that, like, Geist probably would not show up, because you wouldn't have anything to be anxious about anymore.
Sorry for killing the mood with that weird question. How's your food? Ooh, looks cherry.
Yeah. I understand that anxiety, though, of thinking like, oh gosh, you're probably boring this person or whatever. But I do like this line about, like, he had just been thinking about something that wasn't related to me. Not that it's like a selfish thought of like, oh, are they thinking of me or whatever, but I get that anxiety of being like, are you screwing up this date or this hangout? But then people think about other things. Oh, I get that. Yeah, like you have a fun day with someone, you're tired, but it's like you had fun, so. Oh, that would make me anxious. That's the thing that gets me in terms of social anxiety, is like when there's like a bajillion people outside and it's too loud and I immediately get like super overwhelmed. Ugh, I would hate that.
It's Halloween. They must be having a party.
Oh, okay, wait, he's actually inviting us to go somewhere? I thought he'd be like, go inside, don't interact with these people, because this is the one time I would have been like, yeah, let's go back in. Standing at the end of the steps, turns towards me and bows, gesturing towards the crowd as when I'm, he's ushering me to survival of a royal ball.
Shall we go?
You get to actually hang out this time. Okay, I'm down for this. Maybe when we're not having anxious thoughts, he's like just chill to be around. Oh, poor thing. Or maybe we're having a panic attack rather than this actual. I feel like they wouldn't be staring at us.
Here you are, the center of attention, the star. Go on, put on a show. Show them what a mess you are.
Hey, are you okay? Come on, let's sit down somewhere.
Yeah, I thought so, that it was a panic attack. Socks with sandals. That's funny, of trying to focus and you think about the sandals thing. I've heard about that and I forget about it when I'm having a panic attack, where when you're like, you know, locked in on your thoughts, and if someone says something really bizarre to distract you and it can actually pull you out of it, and that's what the sandals thing. I do think it's weird when people wear socks with sandals though.
Do you mind if I sit with you? Okay, wait here. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's gotta be nice. I mean, sometimes when I panic, I don't want anyone near me because I'm like freaking out. I feel like I'm gonna push someone away, but it's probably good to have, like, to just kind of be there. As long as they don't try to talk to me. Oh, we're getting a CG.
Are you sick? Did you drink too much? Or are you having a panic attack?
Oh.
Now he knows that you're a freak. Someone who can't even handle normal life.
Whoa, hold on a second. Okay, I think that got picked up from the mic. Wasn't actually my door this time, but the door of the room next to my room just slammed real loud. Sorry if that got picked up by the microphone. I put a little door stop thing, or a wooden box actually, to try to get it to stop. Forgot about that. Alright, let's continue. I know that sometimes I'm skipping through Geist's dialogue. It's just, he just does not freaking have anything nice to say where I'm like, oh, I get the point. So I skipped through. Oh, I get this feeling though. Yeah, I remember when I had my first panic attack. It wasn't when I was in college though, it was when I was in high school, and it's just something I've never forgot about. Not that it was like that traumatic for me or anything, but just not like I'd thankfully known what panic attacks sort of were, in that I'd seen friends have them and I had to be the person to help when I didn't really know what was happening to them. And then I had that feeling myself for the first time. I didn't know like a name to it either, but I knew, you know, from seeing other people have it that, oh, I'm like panicking really bad. Yeah, but I get this feeling of like feeling like you're kind of broken, like you're never the same again afterwards.
Got it. Okay. Breathe with me, okay? In. Whew, out. In. Out. Good job. Can I hold your hand?
Because like I mentioned, like with panic attacks, I kind of don't want people to be around me, because most of the time I have a panic attack and someone's like, oh my gosh, you okay? And they're trying to get me to talk about what I'm feeling, and it's like, shut up, I don't want to talk right now. But having someone like this where they can just kind of sit with you and try to calm you down and hold on to your hand so you have some kind of physical contact sounds like it'd be so nice to have during a panic attack.
You're okay. Everything is going to be okay. Ooh, I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere. How you feeling? All right. Do you want to go home? Are you going to be okay walking through the crowd?
Oh. I think this is the thing in the game that's hit me the hardest. Because like I've had anxiety for a long time, and I've had panic attacks. Not recently, thankfully, but I still get that nervousness of like I hate being around crowds. Not thankfully where I've had like a panic attack because of it, but it definitely stresses me out. So I feel the protagonist in this one. I do really like his shirt with these plumeries. It looks comfy.
It's no problem at all. I wanted to get some air anyway. Big parties like this aren't usually my thing.
Look at you. You've completely ruined his night. He could have had fun with everyone else, but he had to babysit you.
He literally just said he didn't like big parties and wanted to get some air.
It happens to a lot of people. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
What a liar. It happens to a lot of people.
Yes, a lot of people have anxiety.
Has he ever even met anyone as freakish as you?
Like, I can't even take guys seriously anymore, because at first I thought, like, okay, you're kind of like negative self-talk a little bit, which he's probably still supposed to be. And a lot of it kind of made sense at the beginning, but now it's just like directly being the opposite of what the actual person's saying, and I'm like, bro, are you even listening to this conversation?
I'm your friend. I'm here to support you. Always.
Oh, how generous. He's offering to be your crutch because of how fragile you are.
One of my relatives has a panic attack sometimes. She's brilliant. One of the smartest and kindest people I know. But she feels things a lot, you know? And it can be overwhelming. So sometimes she just needs a few minutes to process her emotions, and I hold her hand and talk her through it. It's no big deal at all.
Aww. That's not what he meant by that. You know it, MC. Of like calming someone down from panic attack versus being the one having the panic attack.
I bet he's gossiping to all of his friends right now. The weirdest thing happened to me last night. A freak had a complete breakdown in the middle of the main plaza. Crazy, right? He texted you. Shouldn't you hurry and see what it's about?
Oh, I've heard of the social experiment. It's the one that's about Mark Zuckerberg and about like creating Facebook. I've actually never seen it. I think Andrew Garfield's in it. I should watch it, actually. I'm kind of curious about it now. Thanks, game, for reminding me that it exists. I love the little cat face emoji.
Yes. Yes, go on, accept. Now you can put on an encore performance. Do you really believe that? Sure, you're going to go out with a bunch of strangers and have a fantastic time. By the end of it all, you'll be best friends for life.
I think it would be funny if that did happen just to spite him. But I get it of like, it's Khalil's friends and not ours, and you don't really know anyone, so it's like a bit awkward. I totally get that.
What kind of fantasy land are you living in? Has that ever happened to you? Even once? If you say yes, it can only go poorly. You'll embarrass yourself. You won't even get along with his friend. Say no.
We're gonna go for it. So far, nothing bad has happened with Khalil. You know, it's kind of funny because like I've realized kind of from the beginning with the thing guys says about like you're probably just our negative self-talk, and I feel like the warning kind of gave it away at the beginning of like, hey, if like bad self-talk, you shouldn't play this game. And it's funny because like I know I'm teasing about a lot of these lines, even though I do understand it and I get it and I go through this stuff too, but like when I'm going through it in my own head and I'm like bullying myself, it feels more acceptable. But for some reason with this game where they put a name and a voice and a face to this person that's bullying you, even though it's like you bullying you, it just makes me want to go like, yeah, shut up, you're not telling the truth or whatever. I don't know, kind of makes it almost easier to ignore that and to like go through with things. But I know if it was me in these situations and I was having this much negative self-talk about not wanting to go through some of these situations, I would absolutely be saying no. But Khalil seems really nice and I do want to keep talking to him, so there we go.
This is Mari, Naya, and Asher.
I kept waiting for that to be read of everyone this is, but it wouldn't make sense because, you know, custom names. Ooh, so good. I'd probably want goat cheese. I rarely see that as a pizza ingredient. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, these both sound good. I'd go for this one, but I mean, I'm also not like vegan or anything, but the sausage and goat cheese sounds yummy. Ooh, and I love pesto. I mean, I know which one I'd pick, but at the same time, I think our character is vegetarian, so...
What drink you like? Beer or soda? Or just water?
I feel like if we pick the one with meat, and if we're not someone that eats meat, we'll probably get like a stomach ache or something. Let's go with some soda. I feel like water's kind of boring, and I wouldn't want to get like personally drunk at an event where I don't really know anybody. Oh, okay, now they're gonna tell me what the movie's about. Cool. College student who joins his best friend's startup. They make a social network, quickly takes over the country. However, midway through the film, it's revealed the best friend is actually an alien who uses his way to harvest. Okay, I don't think that's right, but sure. Now I kind of want to watch that movie just to see That would be funny, especially because there's those memes about Mark Zuckerberg being no, not an alien, a lizard man or something. That's funny. Oh, okay, it's a sequel to it, never mind.
It's a fitting metaphor for online privacy, isn't it?
Ooh, I like that they all show up as silhouettes. I feel like this kind of matches the vibe of like when you only know one person in the group. It's cool. Okay, I paused for a second. I went to get my footstool. I like need to keep my knees up, not for like medical reasons or whatever, but I just don't like having to sit in this chair and having my feet on the floor. Anyway, what I was saying was that this matches the feeling of like when you only know one person in the group. It feels exactly like this, where it's like you have one friendly face, you don't know who the hell anyone is, so I like that they're so like you literally can't see their faces.
Better not tell them what you really like. After all, if you tell them that your favorite series is an animated whodunit franchise for kids starring a detective dog, they'll think that you're weird and utterly childish.
That sounds awesome. I bet they're gonna love it.
He's not the protagonist. The protagonist is a woman he's helping. The guy on the cover is the villain. The villain! That's the sequel!
I love that he's just correcting them in all this. This is great.
Eradicator 2 is the best one.
What? That sounds like something I would watch, actually.
"60 Years, 6 Months" was one of Holly's best performances. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that the director made the film with her in mind. It was a crime that she didn't win the Golden Galaxy Award that year.
Golden Galaxy Award? Oh. Okay, I was wondering why it didn't pop up. Sentimentality, the climax of 6 years, 6 months. Oh, I haven't really had the volume super high to hear the music, but this piano sounds nice. It sounds kind of... I feel like it matches the vibe of being... If I just listen to it without thinking of the context of the scene, it sounds kind of a little spooky. Like we're getting into some danger territory, but that probably matches with the main character's feeling. But I totally get this of like, you're in a group talking to someone, you don't get to say what you want to say because they've already changed topics, and you're like trying to plan what to say and then it doesn't work.
Tick tock, tick tock. It's been so long since you last talked. It's just like class, isn't it? Given up already? Oh, you've truly got an iron will. Why don't you go join the other furniture?
Ooh, gothic romance film. That sounds cool. Aw, I was thinking like, oh, I've been in this scenario. It's probably fine. They're chatting about stuff, but then as soon as they mention why are you so quiet, I'd freeze too. Like shit. I mean, this is what I would definitely be feeling this last one. I don't know you guys well, so it's weird to barge in your conversation. I still get asked this sometimes too. Like my mom will ask me like, why don't you say anything at like family events? And it's like they're talking about things I don't care about. I don't know these people. Oh. Oh, they're already staring. Okay, this does suck. I'd want to go home. I'd feel so embarrassed in this scenario.
Oh no. It seems like they found out. How long did you think that you could hide it? Your real self. You pretended to be interesting. What will they think of Calais now? He stuck his neck out for you, introducing you to all of his friends. Now what will they think? You've already ruined everything. You think that begging for forgiveness will help? You're just making things worse.
Maybe it's because they think hard about what they're going to say instead of saying any old thing. And why are you so loud all the time, bruh? Maybe you should learn to be a better listener.
Now look at what you've done. You're ruining his friendships.
Oh, I was already thinking this. But I mean, I feel like they'd eventually get into this kind of fight anyway. Like, if they're having a fight over someone no one really knows, it means, I think, that they'd inevitably get into this.
Anyway, speaking of gothic romances, what did you think about Scarlet Tears? You mentioned that was one of your favorites from last year. We watched that a couple weeks ago.
I wonder if that's an actual movie. That sounds like a title of something I'd watch. Aww.
I'm sorry. They, said some pretty insensitive stuff to you.
They were only like that because you were there. You made everything awkward.
Yeah.
I'll make sure they're on their best behavior next time. Don't worry.
There won't be a next time. Not after you messed everything up so badly.
I'm really glad that you came.
He's lying.
We all like movies, but sometimes it feels like I'm the only one who takes them seriously.
I feel that so
They're always
much.
joking around about how bad the dialogue is or how hot the actors are. Whenever I want to talk about the story or the characters, they brush me off. Even when they don't, you can tell they don't want to talk, you know? That's interesting, or wow, you thought about it a lot.
Oh god, I feel that so much. Because like I'll watch movies with my parents sometimes, and I want to like talk about the movie when we're done. They're like, "Oh, it was good" or whatever, and that's it. And I'm just like, "Bro, I talk about the characters." Now I feel kind of bad because I picked that dialogue option earlier of like the action was good, but it's like I don't know enough about this movie to say anything about the characters. And I'm like, "Oh, I should have."
Sometimes I feel like a weirdo. Like I don't belong. So it was really nice having you there.
No, he seems sincere about it.
Feels like you listened to me. You really listen. I wanted to thank you for that.
Pride? Oh, it's your DVD. Yeah, you should watch it with it. Oh, and it's not available online. Yeah, you have to.
Stop.
Oh, that sounded kind of serious. Why is everything green? Maybe he's getting pissy because we've been ignoring him this whole time and we're making a friend. But it is interesting because I'm assuming technically not a real person because no one... It's like movies with ghosts where if there's a character that's constantly on screen but no one except for one person acknowledges their existence or anything, that usually means they're not like real. But the fact that you can interact with physical objects unless we're just literally fighting ourselves is interesting. And I want to know what's up with this eyeball that's always moving around.
What do you think is happening with that guy? What? Is he your bestie? Your dear friend? Maybe he even likes you. Get your head out of the clouds. He tolerates you because he wants someone to go to tutoring with. If he had anyone else, he wouldn't even look at you. He doesn't like you. He never liked you. No one likes you. I love you. I only have your best interests at heart. The world is dangerous. I'm trying to protect you. You can't trust anyone. They all hate you. They all wish that you would just disappear from the face of the earth.
Oh, I didn't have the mic on. That last line about like I care about you. I'm just trying to protect you from everyone. This character kind of reminds me of like Anxiety from Inside Out, where they're the villain and they're making your life worse, but they're doing it from like a good place in their heart, sort of. Or it's more of like good intentions but bad way of executing it, where you're making the person's life worse, but they're doing it because they care.
If you trust them, if you let them in, they'll all hurt you eventually. But that's okay. I'm here for you. You only need me.
I'm going to push him away because this probably isn't healthy. Like, if I actually had someone like this following around and making me feel like shit all the time, I'd get really pissed.
I don't hate you. I love you. I care about you more than anyone else. You're my entire world. I exist for you.
Oh. Okay, maybe he doesn't just represent anxiety. I was just thinking about that with the you'll feel small and hopeless, so I'll never leave you. Maybe he's also supposed to represent, like, abusive relationships is what I'm wondering, because that's probably, I mean, I haven't been in any, thankfully, but I'm assuming that's what they do of, like, making you feel like shit, so you don't want to be around anyone else.
I'm just being honest with you. I don't want you to get hurt. Not when you're this fragile. Not when the slightest push will break you into 1,000 pieces. I just wanted to help. I'm not a liar. No, but I just know. Besides, even if he doesn't hate you now, he'll hate you eventually. It's just a matter of time.
You know, I'm reading this dialogue and I'm thinking like, yeah, you tell him and stuff, but at the same time, I wouldn't even take my own advice about this all the time either, of like not reaching out to people and stuff. Like sometimes I still go through some of these scenarios of like, especially the one of like the friend where you don't know the other people in the friend group or being in the crowd and stuff is still things that affect me.
What do you want to do? All right. Good luck.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. I do kind of feel bad for, Geis in a way, and I am curious to go down the route where we listen to him the whole time. I just wasn't expecting. I thought he'd just like immediately disappear, but the fact that you had to have a heart to heart of like confronting your anxiety in a sense, and then he actually let you continue. I think the part that made me sad was him saying like, I do genuinely care about you. I'm not like trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to help you, but like not in a good way. Wait, I should have saved before that. Oh no, I have the stop thing. Okay, we're good. So I'm curious if I pick the other option, but he let us go, so that's good. Oh, I knew it. I had a feeling he'd be gone.
Hey! Oh no, I ran to the store really quick. I didn't know what you liked, so I got a bunch of
Oh,
stuff.
I grabbed a bunch of snacks. That's sweet.
Oops, I forgot drinks. You're right, that's kinda weird, isn't it? I guess I got a little excited and didn't think too much.
Oh, okay, cool. We actually get info on the movie itself. I love that. Here, let me scroll down through this. I kind of want a cookie. It doesn't help that the game's describing what all the food is. I went to a bakery today and I got a bunch of desserts, but I can't eat that until I have dinner later. It's too early for dinner. It's like 4 p.m. Who do you think in this, if Detective Dog was real, that he'd be voiced by? I feel like this would be a character because they're describing it as like an animated movie with like a billion sequels about a talking detective dog. This feels like it would be like a Chris Pratt character. I'm getting the vibes of like Garfield, the new one, unless it's more of just like that police dog movie that came out, Dogman or whatever. I feel like I could see this being in that art style.
Sorry. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, okay, these are very different options than I would have thought. I don't know if being too forward would be okay, but sorry, I had to sneeze there. I didn't want to sneeze in the mic. I think kissing him would be fun. I feel weird about it. Like, on one hand, I'm like, these two characters seem like they both like each other and you've hung out enough and whatever, but I wouldn't want to be too forward where I'd scare him away. I'm gonna try it. Aw. Oh, this is nice. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm a little disappointed though. I was kind of hoping he'd say something. I guess the response was that he grabs our hand and doesn't let go, which is also very nice. I just assumed, you know, usually from the way these things go, that there would be like a kiss CG and there would be dialogue, but instead it's just, it cuts to this, so like, hey, you start dating now. But glad it worked out. It just felt like a sudden kind of jolt. Oh, whoever does the inviting gets to choose the movie. I think that's a nice rule. And then you get to know all the friends, so at least one of them was nice. Yeah, I didn't think that he was like a jerk or anything, but we didn't know him. Oh, but this is sweet and kind of goes with the message of the game of like trying to to reach out and stuff, of like you get to date this nice guy and then it causes you to be more friendly with people. You get to know his friend group, you get to know his the classmates and stuff. And I like this line especially of like sometimes the interactions are smooth as butter and sometimes they're rough as sliding across sandpaper, because like not every social interaction you have is going to go perfect and sometimes they're awkward. Like everything's different, you know? So I like that like you're starting to talk to people. Sometimes it doesn't go great all the time, but that's okay. I like this kind of cloud background too. It's nice. Oh, okay, so he isn't actually physically there, he's just there sometimes. I do find that interesting because he let us go at the end after the conversation of like, okay, you can go hang out with your friend. I thought maybe he would sort of change and be like a little nicer, but he's still trying to tell you the same old shit, but you're ignoring him now. But if he was supposed to represent like social anxiety and stuff, I do like the idea that he's still there and he's gonna like never leave, but he's just quieter. Or if he's supposed to specifically, I have a feeling, represent like negative self-talk and stuff, like it's still kind of always there, but you don't respond to it as much. Oh, speaks exclusively in apocalyptic foretelling. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is like anxiety from Inside Out. Yeah, because at the end of that movie, it even kind of played out the same too, because there's like a scene in that movie, like the climax of it, of like the character anxiety having a panic attack and the other characters calm her down and they're like, hey, you're hurting the MC, you gotta stop doing this or whatever, and then she still gets to hang around, and it shows that like anxiety is supposed to be good and helping you, but like only in like certain amounts, and does help with it, like the sodium thing where it's like it's a judgmental line, but then trying to cook something instead, like it's supposed to be helping you, of like don't eat your 4th cup of instant noodles this week. So that's good. I'm glad that it changes where he's there and he helps you out, but just not constantly being an asshole the whole time. Honestly, I would probably need someone like this too, being like, hey, get up, go do things, try to be a little nicer to yourself. Especially this exact thing of sitting on the couch and scrolling mindlessly. I need someone at like 11 p.m. to be like, hey, stop, just take my phone away from me. Yeah, sometimes take the advice and sometimes say no. This is perfect. Really like this. You know, when I first read the description for this game that said something of like, oh, there's a man that's followed you around since childhood, I was worried and I thought they meant like literally there's like an adult that's been stalking you the whole time, and I almost didn't want to play this. But it's nice when you realize when you actually play it of like, oh, it's not a real person and it's just a metaphor for your anxiety, and it was someone that like grew up with you in a sense. So it's not really like a horror aspect, it's like a mental health aspect. And that's alright. Yeah, I thought that was really nice. Where it got to be like a traditional, or I shouldn't say traditional dating sim. It's not a dating sim, so you only have one person to date, but you know, like you get to have the fun stuff with Khalil of making a friend and dating them, and then that ends the game, but then you also have the mental health stuff with the guy in your brain that's constantly telling you bad things or whatever. So it gets to do both of being like a mental health story, but also getting to like, you get to make a friend. And I like how the stuff with Khalil was paced of like you got to know each other through these interactions, and it felt like natural ways of like you bump into each other or whatever, and you eventually get to hang out, and it felt like the way I'd become friends with someone. I really appreciated that. Yeah, I have seen their page. There was other ones. There was one I was curious about which I think is probably more spooky, of being about this. It's like your character is married and you go on a trip and your husband comes back, but like not the same way, like something's off. I don't know what the twist of that would be. I might play that because I actually really liked the writing style of this, so I'm kind of curious. But I like this message: of anyone who has mental health struggles, you're not alone. Hope you all have more days your guy's a little quieter than usual. Okay, so that's the whole thing. Oh, we got a gallery. Okay, we're missing things. I thought so. So I'm gonna go the other route then. I don't know if we continue where it'll take me. Oh, it just takes me here. What if I don't do the romance option? So I might skip through some of this stuff. I noticed this button lit up.
Actually makes me happy to hear you say that. I thought I was the only one feeling this way. I guess that we can be nervous together then.
But yeah, I'm just gonna go back through and get the things that I missed and whatever. Yeah, we can be nervous together. That's nice. Oh, so it just goes to the same thing. So you stay as close friends. But I like that. I like that it's the same CG where it doesn't matter if like you become friends or you become like dating and stuff. It's something I was thinking about with the game Date Everything as well. I feel like with games like this, sometimes you're kind of punished of like getting the romance route as the good ending and getting friends is treated as like something worse. But I think it's important to have close friends. And I like with games like this, or the one I mentioned, where it's treated as like just as good of an option, you know, as romance and stuff. Like you don't have to romance everyone. Sometimes it's really nice to just have like a close friend, you know, and to not like force yourself into romance if you don't want to. I think having close friends is important. Like Khalil seems like someone I'd want to be close friends with. And I like that the dialogue is still the same, of like you still have lunch together and you hang out and watch movies. You get to know his friends, and then you get to become friends with your classmates, and everything is literally still the same, except that it's like one dialogue change of like, are you dating or are you friends? And I love that so much. Okay, return to start. So we're gonna keep messing around with this. I want to know what this one is. If I pick the other option, I want to know. Actually, I think I'll save that because this looked more like dramatic, I guess, of a converse. I want to feel like I've almost earned it. I want to go back to the beginning. And if I stop meeting people, what happens, you know? I want to go back to the start and see. But I think we can skip things now. Hopefully we can skip things now, so it should be fine. Is it gonna let me skip? Please? Okay, yeah, we can. Awesome. Sometimes visual novels do not have the ability to skip, and it sucks when you replay stuff. Oh, okay, so this was the first option. That's fine. Oh, and I like that it has it in gray, so you get to pick other things. Because I'm curious, what if I meet him and then I decide to not bother him or whatever?
Really sorry to bother you.
Oh, okay, so it's like inevitable.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, the image is staying on screen. I guess it's just gonna keep doing that. Oh, there we go. Go with an audiobook, why not? Oh, the disappearance of the main character's wife drowning out the world. I wonder if that option's just for funsies. What if I don't wave? It's like, I don't know you. Oh! That's interesting. Okay, so it is some of the same lines that guy says. Of like, you don't know each other, you're not friends, she couldn't have been waiting for you. That does kind of suck though, of like, whether you choose to wave or not is such a normal action But then having that thought of like, yeah, it couldn't have been you or whatever is the thing that makes it hard.
That's right. Pretend that you don't see anyone. Pretend that you don't hear anyone. If you don't talk to them, they'll never hurt you.
Oh wait, oh shoot, I should have read through this. I wanted to know what this... I mean, I know what curry is, I've had it before, but I wanted to hear about what was in here. It's on rice with mushrooms. That sounds good.
It's you! Yeah.
What if I say I want to major in it? Oh, so then you don't get to continue the conversation. Oh.
Hey, none of my friends are taking...
Wait, I want the image to go.
Shoot.
Alright, we're gonna skip again. So then you talk about Detective Dog. Wait, what is the dialogue I'm missing here? What if we just go the toxic mental health route of listening to the voice in our head? How far does that get us into this game? Oh, of course, I couldn't forget you. I feel like he almost knows of like, oh, our new friend's probably not sure to message us or to reach out, but he's such an extrovert that it's fine.
Don't do something that you'll regret.
But I love that some options are just inevitable of like you do chat, you do go to the tutoring and stuff, and it's not an option for you to pick. You do try to reach out a little bit. Aw, feeling happy. Like you become sort of friends no matter what. I love that. So let me buy the DVD. Wait, this didn't happen last time where he stole the oh, you're about to text, okay. And then he just fucking takes your phone, I guess.
You'd better not. Texting is easy. You have time to think about what you'll say, and there's no pressure to answer right away. Going to tutoring is fine too. After all, you're mostly working on homework.
I do kind of get that though, of, what was I going to say? Of the texting's easy, you'll have time to think about what you're gonna say, there's no pressure. Because I absolutely feel like that. I have a hard time with talking to people like face to face. But when you're just like messaging someone on Discord or whatever, I feel like I write a lot better because I have more time to think about my responses. I don't have to like stare and make eye contact with someone. I feel like I come off more approachable. It just feels more comfortable and stuff. So I get that. Yeah, this anxiety of like, you're gonna go talk to someone in person, are you sure? Because sometimes it does feel easier to just message people. I feel like I tend to like them more. I don't know how to explain it. Like sometimes people feel different between like when you're just texting them and then when you see them in person. I guess because you can actually see their facial expressions this time.
But going out with him will be different. You'll have to talk to him the entire time. Can you really do that?
Because I do think about that actually, of like, oh, I have to go and talk to people and hang out and be kind of just like on, in a sense, the whole time. And then I realized lately from going out and hanging out with people of like, no, you don't. Sometimes people just talk the whole time instead, and it's great. Or you chat a little bit, or you're like doing a thing. That's why I like when I can like do an activity with someone, because then you don't actually have to talk the whole time. And he's fine with it. Khalil's just like, yeah. Oh, I hate when that happens and you can't do anything, but it's too early to sleep. Cheap horror flicks and holiday-themed rom-coms. Oof. My Christmas. This sounds like it'd be a sad Hallmark movie. Okay, Masako is a child of divorce. Ran away from home to look for her mother. She wants to spend Christmas. Her estranged parent encounters a whole old homeless woman who agrees to take her to find her mother. I do like, though, that if we're not on the befriending and hanging out with Khalil route, we get to learn more of these descriptions for movies. I mean, even though Geist isn't real, at least he's technically there, so we're not sort of alone, I'm assuming. But I get that feeling of like watching a movie a billion times over. I feel like it's kind of comforting, like it's familiar, you know what the plot's gonna happen, you can kind of just chill. Oh, and then having FOMO about wanting to go out. But I do like that of like, you didn't want to go today, you didn't want to go tomorrow, but like someday you'd be fine with going out, and maybe you will. You don't have to go to like every single hangout and everything. Oh, but this is so sad to read. If you don't go out, you immediately end up regretting it.
I always love this part. It's brilliant. Can't help but tear up every time I see it.
Oh. Why is it always described that his hands are cold? Is it because he's like technically not alive? Oh shit. Damn, that's really depressing. No wonder he mentioned about— wait, what was it he said? That he liked it or that it just makes him a— yeah, I've always loved this part. It's brilliant. I can understand that in the way of like, it's well done, but if you say— I'm almost interpreting it because he's like our self-talk, or negative self-talk of like enjoying it. It's like, yeah, you would, because this mother's rejecting her child. But that, oh, I'm not the girl's mother anymore. I would totally cry at a scene like this. But I do like that we're getting like different dialogue and just whole different scenes if we go through other routes and stuff. Oh, you should have watched a comfort movie, MC. Don't watch— I've learned that the hard way of don't watch anything stressful when you're stressed, or like anything sad. It just makes you feel worse.
Masako's expression here is simply heartbreaking. Such a good performance from a child actress.
Oh, okay. That is kind of nice, actually. If, like, they end up becoming each other's family. Oh, but at least she still has her dad. Okay. Oh, so they end up probably becoming a family together.
The perfect happy ending. Mother and child walking side by side to a new future.
That sounds like it'd be a really nice movie, though. I'd bawl my eyes up, but now I'm like, dang, kind of do want to watch something like that. Sounds like it'd be good. That's the thing, is like The Social Network's a real movie, but I know it doesn't have aliens in it unless Mark Zuckerberg's revealed to be an alien. And all the other titles they've mentioned, because they're mentioning it with specific descriptions, or like this descriptive is making me wonder, like, are any of these real? Probably not, but like the fact that the game's getting me more interested makes me kind of sad. What was the name of it? I'm not kidding. I'm gonna go Google this to see if it's called My Christmas. One moment. Okay, so My Christmas is not a real movie. However, I found out there's like a billion Hallmark movies that are have the words My Christmas. It's like My Christmas Guide, My Christmas Story, and I'm not surprised. But this one, I mean, I assumed from the title, because they said it's cursive and it's called My Christmas, I'm like, that is totally sounds like a Hallmark movie. But the description of this child of divorce befriending this homeless woman, and this scene where they're with the mother and everything, that's not a Hallmark movie. Damn. I bet there probably is movies like this, though. I just have to find them. Okay, I'm gonna turn this up just a tad. There we go. Okay, let's continue. And this sounds like this would be like a really nice bonding scene with guys of hanging out with this movie, except for the part where you're having FOMO from not hanging out with Khalil. But I get it. But I do like that it is kind of a scene that fits of like the movie's plot and what's going on in the MC's life are being kind of twisted together.
See? That was fun, wasn't it? You didn't even want to see that movie with Calais anyway. Your weekends are precious. This way you got to spend it watching a movie you love. With me. It was fun. I'll see you again.
Yeah, this is nice. That this is like a whole different sort of route, in a sense. Of like different scenes. Khalil is still there, but just kind of more in the background. It's more of our anxiety of not hanging out with people and such, and kind of curling ourselves in until it's too late. I'm glad I decided to do this. And it reflects real life too, of like you don't make these decisions to hang out and then life just kind of keeps going.
It's Halloween. They must be having a party. Shall we go? Here you are, the center of attention.
Hey! Come on. Do you mind if I sit with you?
What if I say no and we spiral into this panic attack alone? I'm curious what will happen. It will probably suck.
Okay. Text me if you need anything. I'll be around. Shoot.
I do like the detail though, like we can obviously recognize from his voice that it's Khalil, and the fact that it's someone we know because he's saying like, hey, text me if you need anything. But I do like that the question mark is in the name thing. I'm probably taking it to looking too into it or whatever, of like we're having a panic attack. We probably know he's there, but not really like focused on him or anything. Okay, different panic attack thing. Alright, I'm back. I wish I hadn't had to leave. I had to eat dinner and walk my dog. Some time passed. I kind of forgot where I was. I think our character was having a panic attack and we got a new CG, but I'm kind of bummed I was forced to leave for a bit because I was getting really into whatever any of this was. And I was like emotionally invested, and this is probably going to be a more like dramatic, important scene, and now I'm just like completely taken out of it at the moment. Okay. Alright, let me read these, what we were doing. So we went, that's why I'm glad this has a history so I can like refresh myself. So we got freaked out and then we chose to sit by ourselves. And then I don't think where are we anyway? So I thought we were outside with everybody. Oh no, wait, we got tugged somewhere. Quiet. Now our other friend is here. Okay. I wonder if he's gonna actually help us with this, if it's gonna be like maybe an apology of like, I didn't mean to stress you out this badly, or whatever. It's also interesting when we're like stressed out and near him, I notice that either the colors of the background changes or there's this like weird rainbow effect of like our vision is totally fucked right now. Also, sorry if my voice sounds funny, I've been like coughing a lot for some reason.
I knew that this would happen. So fragile. You're like fine china. You're not fit to be paraded around in front of the masses. You'll chip and crack, like you are right now. You're okay. I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere.
That's interesting to hear from him. Like, his voice doesn't make it sound genuine. The smile, I don't know if it's supposed to be treated as like sweet or kind of creepy, because his smile doesn't look genuine. And I feel like the line isn't said in like a caring way, but I'm assuming he's trying to comfort us, but it doesn't help that the background keeps changing and there's like this shadow over his face that's like, But I find it interesting that that's the same line we have from Khalil in the scene. Like, we're being comforted the same way, but it's like visually a completely different tone.
Look at how helpless you are. Just like a little lamb. You need me. Don't worry. I'll protect you from everyone. No one will touch you while I'm here.
Aw, this kind of sucks. I thought he was like genuinely going to comfort us. Kind of like how it is with that other scene where he says like, I don't hate you, I care about you. I'm just trying to help. But then here instead it's like he's trying to be comforting, but it isn't comforting because he's supposed to be like your anxiety, so instead it's like you're being suffocated and you probably feel worse. Like you're like, from being alone in your panic attack and not having anyone to help you, you're like sinking worse into it. Damn. That sounds like terrifying, actually. To just have that much amount of stress and you're just stuck there.
I bet he's gossiping to all of his friends right now. The weirdest thing happened to me last night. A freak had a complete breakdown in the middle of the main plaza. Crazy, right? He texted you. Shouldn't you hurry and see what it's about?
Oh, that feels kind of sad that the text dialogue is actually exactly the same. Because the first time it was like he's there and he helped you, and it seemed genuine of like oh, it's okay, I'm like fine now and stuff. But here, I feel like instead it comes off that we're lying of like we were very much not okay and trying to not worry Khalil at this point. Kind of puts it more like a lot of these lines are the same, but like since we're kind of giving into our anxiety and not reaching out to befriend people or grow closer with Khalil, it's like our mental health is just going so far down. It puts a lot of these lines like, or like the, comforting someone during the panic attack scene is like in a completely different perspective now. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, I love this little thing when you, like most of the time with like text boxes, there's usually like a little icon that like moves or you click or whatever to show like, oh, you're like continuing. But then instead with this, because the box is everywhere, I noticed whenever you click, there's like these little green circles that come out of it. I find that interesting, kind of cool.
Yes, go on, accept. Now you can put on an encore performance. You can curl up on the floor in front of Calais and all of his friends and have a complete mental breakdown. Again.
Oh, I've been saying his name wrong. It's Calais. I've been saying Khalil this whole time. There's not like another L there. I don't know. I was misreading it.
Do you really believe that? Sure, you're going to go out with a bunch of strangers and have a fantastic time. By the end of it all, you'll be best friends for life. What kind of fantasy land are you living in? If you say yes, it can only go poorly. You'll embarrass yourself. You won't even get along with his friends. What if they start mocking you because of how socially inept you are? Say no.
What did I do last time to get the, what was it with this dialogue? Oh, okay, no. I thought it was gonna lead to the conversation where we're like, hey, you're toxic, we shouldn't be around you anymore. But that's the one later with the movie, which I still have the file for. So we're going to decline the invite. Because I think it's only 2 routes to this game anyway, so I can use, like, all of these. Oh, these are just multiple. Damn! We can have up to 93 saves for this game? I don't think I've ever seen that many before. Okay, so... Oh, hey, we got different food options. Cool. I'm gonna pause for a second, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm ready. Wait, hold on. Okay, we're good. Boop. Sounds good. Oh. Wait, did I miss something? What did it change? Oh, we went outside. Okay. Oh, this is different too. I don't think we've had this nighttime scene before. So we have to eat alone. Oh, that sucks. It's like eating a meal because you have to. It sounds like we're not even enjoying it.
Come now. Don't cry. Look up at the sky. It's beautiful, right? See, this isn't so bad, is it? You like being by yourself, with me. It's the only time that you can be comfortable. If you had accepted Calay's invitation, you'd be stuck for hours in some small room with strangers. It would have been nothing but an awkward experience for everyone. Who knows when you would have been able to leave? Now you can spend your Friday night relaxing under the stars. After you eat, you can go back home and watch that show that you've been meaning to catch up on. Maybe you can go to the library and get a head start on your homework.
I feel bad because that on one hand that sounds so nice to be able to just chill under the stars and just kind of hang out by yourself in a sense and get to just do your own things, but it's put in the context, like normally that would sound fine, but then having it put in the context of like we're rejecting someone that's trying to be friends with us, Calais, I mean, in order to do this just makes it kind of worse. I'd feel so guilty, like the protagonist. But it also does sound like a really chill way to spend a Friday. I mean, the relaxing under the stars, like you guys just framing it in a nice way, but it's like you're sitting on a bench basically alone, eating food you're not enjoying or anything.
You didn't refuse Calay's invite because you were afraid. You did it because you know what you like, and you wanted to spend this time alone. You lied to him to spare his feelings. That's not a crime. Other people want to go and party, but you're not like that. You like the solitude, the quiet. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way you are.
And that hits so hard too, exactly what he's saying in this little paragraph here, because I'm not really like the party type. I wasn't even like in college either. I would just like go home, do homework, kind of chill. I do like that last part of like there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it is important to also like go out and socialize, of course. Like it sounds like it would suck to, you know, be alone this much, or more like rejecting a friend's advances and stuff. But like on its own, this part of like, yeah, it's fine if you're more introverted does seem really nice to hear, because I'm like very much like that actually.
Are you feeling all right now?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to see... Oh, it was to decline the invite. I thought we had more, but that's okay.
Stop. What do you think is happening with that guy? What? Is he your bestie? Your dear friend? Maybe he even likes you. Get your head out of the clouds. He tolerates you because he wants someone to go to tutoring with. If he had anyone else, he wouldn't even look at you. He doesn't like you. He never liked you. No one likes you. I love you. I only have your best interests at heart. The world is dangerous. I'm trying to protect you. You can't trust anyone. They all hate you. They all wish that you would just disappear from the face of the earth. If you trust them, if you let them in, they'll all hurt you eventually. But that's okay. I'm here for you. You only need me.
Yeah, I'm gonna see where this goes. Oh, the room actually got brighter, like the sun's full on coming out and everything. Like it's still weirdly green, but not in like a scary way anymore.
Of course it's okay. I'll love you no matter how messed up you are. It doesn't matter if you ruin everything. I'll be there to dry your tears and pick up the pieces. It doesn't matter if everyone hates you. I'm here. I'll always be here. You're perfect the way you are. You don't need to be someone that you're not. You're not a social butterfly or a party animal. You like being alone, and that's okay. I wouldn't want you to change for anyone. You're happy right now, right? Just as you are, with me.
This is so weird to read, kind of going towards more of Geis's route, where the dialogue and the way it's delivered is like comforting. And if he wasn't basically like our anxiety, like if he was an actual if it wasn't for the times where he's constantly like making fun of us and putting us down, then the parts where he sounds nice would be nice. But then it's interesting to have dialogue like that, like he's sort of comforting us and everything, and then having stuff like this of seeing how the protagonist actually feels, of feeling just absolutely nothing anymore. It's just kind of sad. It's like a weird contrast, but it makes sense, of course. Like he's protecting you from everything, but it's not really like the good kind of protection. It's the bad kind where we're becoming so like self-isolated. We're just not feeling anything. You're just kind of numb.
That's right. You're happy. You're just accepting yourself, and that's okay. You're perfect. I love you the way you are.
So eventually you just stop talking. I feel like this does happen with people sometimes, where it's like someone you're in a class together with, but then like once the thing that brings you together stops, you just eventually stop talking to each other. Or sometimes this just happens with people too, like you get sort of close with someone, you eventually like, not always, but like whether you make a connection or not, or choose to keep seeing each other, sometimes you do just drift away from people like this, where you just stop talking. So sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's fine. This is one of the cases where it's sad though, because like Calais and the MC were like interested in each other, but because we chose Geist, it kind of ruined everything. Oh, now it's gotten worse. Because now it's just kind of like we're going through the motions of watching this movie like 7 times, or instead of it being fun, it ends up just becoming a habit of just having something to do. I was like this for a while too. At some points I get where the main character just ends up kind of depressed and just kind of going through the motions and doing the same thing over and over again, especially this part, as I was mentioning earlier, of like not when you get invested in new characters or new things. And I like how this section doesn't even just apply to movies, it applies to like everything, where you just kind of give up and don't want to try new things anymore, so you go to find like the old stuff that you like.
Are you sleepy? Thinking of taking a nap? Good night. I'll be here when you wake up. It's okay. Even if no one else likes you, even if they tolerate your presence, I love you. I'll never leave you.
Okay, so that's the whole thing. It feels so weird to have like, you know, it's like the ending CG of something that's supposed to be sweet, and the dialogue is sort of framed that way of like, I love you, I'll never leave you, but because of what he sort of represents, and how our main character feels nothing, it's basically like the bad ending, and we're like completely worse than how we started. But I like the way it's framed. I played another game like that too. I don't remember what it was called. It had a really interesting, it was another game off of Itch.io, where it had a different art style, where it was like black and white, I think, and the style was more like sketchy, and it only had like a little bit of color, where it was kind of like that, where it was like the personification of something bad that you end up dating or living with. But I think in that one it represented, I think it was like addiction? Not sure. But I always find those kind of like visual novels interesting, where it's presented as like a person and it's sort of in like a sweet way, like they care about you, but then once you realize what they actually represent and it being like a bad thing, it's like, oh, this is like a terrible situation for our main character. We're like not supposed to be around this person. I just think it's like an interesting way to put it in like a different perspective. But yeah, I like this one. I'm glad I did both routes of it, where you have like the Geist stuff where it's more like mental health, or your mental health gets worse, and then, I mean, mental health is like a theme in both, and then you have the stuff with Calais, where you end up making friends and your mental health gets better, and it just like improves everything in your life and stuff, but then having that message of like Geist is always there because he's basically like your anxiety and such. But I thought that was cool. I enjoyed that. I like when I downloaded it, I didn't like, I read the little blurb. I was even looking at it on my phone too at one point. I was just back on itch.io, where it is framed in like a horror way of like I thought it was interesting, and I liked that it didn't really give away any like twists. It was a man has stalked you ever since you were a child. You call him Geist. You're not sure who or what he is. When you befriend a new boy at college, Geist will do anything to keep you in his grasp. Like, that description makes it sound like, oh, it's like a creepy stalker or whatever. And it kind of sounds like, even with like the title screen and everything, it's all kind of about Geist. And then you actually start the game and it's like about mental health, and you do get to like befriend Calais and so like it's still creepy and such because, you know, you're giving into like your bad habits and your anxiety and things, but not really in like a stalker way. I don't know how to describe it. I liked it. I liked this game a lot. A lot of it did hit hard though and got kind of sad. Excuse me, because I'm someone that struggles with social anxiety. So like I mentioned, there were several scenes in this where I was like, oh shoot, I've been in this situation, you know. But I mean, I could handle it. I was fine, you know. I'm glad that it had the warning at the start though. I like when games do that, when it's going to be like a heavy topic, where it won't give away like things in the story, but more of like a content warning of like, hey, the game's going to be about this. Are you sure you're cool with that? Because there's some games I think I've had that. I don't remember if Omori did, but I know Doki Doki had a warning at the start, and that's great because with both of those games I cannot play either of those if I'm not in a good like mental space at the moment, because they both hit a bit hard, but mostly Doki Doki. Anyway, or yeah, DDLC. This was good. So it was, yeah, about like 2 hours. It's a bit longer, but just because I was taking my time reading the dialogue and stuff. Let me go back. So we have everything. I think it's interesting once it's put together of like you have the two different panic attack scenes, meeting the characters, and then the like romantic CGs or whatever. And then I know there's like an art book or something, but I don't think that, yeah, comes with the game. Oh, I didn't know there was keyboard shortcuts. Those did not pop up at like any point. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I guess that's the whole thing. I checked out other stuff by the same creator. I had mentioned one that was something about a husband that ends up getting like, I don't know, replaced or whatever. I don't remember what it was called. It was it's not showing up on here, but I looked into it because that was the other one I was interested in, and it's apparently a demo where it like takes place in game in like 3 days, but the full thing would be like a week. And I'm like, I'm not ready to get emotionally invested in like a dialogue heavy visual novel that's not finished. If it gets finished, I'll check it out. And there was another one, or like one or two more, but I wasn't really as interested. But I thought the writing for this was really good. I'll see what else I have. I have other stuff downloaded to play, but I don't think they're visual novels. Anyway, bye bye.